Okay, let's talk about something super frustrating. You apply for life insurance, and then crickets. You just wait, and you wait. It feels like your application just disappeared into some kind of black hole, right? Well, today we're going to pull back the curtain. We'll show you exactly what's going on behind the scenes, and most importantly, what you can do to get things unstuck. So yeah, let's get into it. So let's just get right to the heart of it. This is the big question, isn't it? I mean, you did your part. You filled out all the forms. Maybe you even did the medical exam. And now you're just sitting there thinking, what is the holdup? The good news is there's almost always a very specific and single reason for the delay. And boom, there it is. Seriously, like 9 times out of 10, the entire bottleneck in the process comes down to one thing: waiting for the insurance company to get a complete copy of your medical records. It is hands down the most common and, let's be honest, the most frustrating part of this whole waiting game. So why? Why are these records such a big deal anyway? Well, this gets us to the absolute core of the process, something the industry calls underwriting. And it's all about one thing: the insurance company needs to build a totally complete, 100% accurate picture of your health history. You know, underwriting is really just the insurer's homework. They're trying to figure out their risk, right? That's how they decide if they can offer you a policy and what it's going to cost. And to do that right, they need to see the full story. And that story is told by your medical records. And this quote just nails their mindset perfectly. They are incredibly thorough. We're talking leaving no stone unturned. They need to double-check everything you put on your application and look for any little details that might have been missed. I mean, think about it. They can't just take things at face value when they're promising a massive payout down the road. So, and this is really important to get, this whole deep dive isn't personal. It's not like they think you're lying. It's just a standard process to make sure 2 things happen. 1, that you get a fair and accurate price for your policy, and 2, that the policy they give you is rock solid and guaranteed, with 0 surprises later on. Okay, so we get it. They need the records. But for crying out loud, why does it take so long to get them? Well, the answer really lies in this fundamental clash of priorities. And this right here really lays it all out. It's like a tale of 2 completely different worlds. On one hand, you've got your doctor's office. Their number one job: taking care of the patients who are physically in the office right now. So some paperwork requests from an insurance company, yeah, that's going to be on the back burner. But for the insurance company, their number one priority is getting that complete medical history. They're literally at a standstill. They can't do a single thing until those records show up. And this just creates the perfect storm for delays. I mean, your doctor's office isn't just getting your request. They're getting hammered with thousands of requests from other insurance companies for legal cases, you name it. Then you throw in privacy laws like HIPAA and all their own internal red tape, and you can see how everything just grinds to a halt. It's wild. Even these super advanced, totally digital hospitals can take months to process these kinds of requests. But here's the good news. This is the best part of this whole explainer. You are not powerless here. Not at all. You can actually step in and be the one person who breaks this logjam wide open. And this is the absolute key. Just think about it for a second. A request from some faceless third-party company, that's easy for a busy office to ignore. But a phone call from an actual patient, from you, that's a whole lot harder to stick at the bottom of the to-do list. This one simple action can have a huge impact. All right, so what can you actually do? Here are 4 super practical things. First, just pick up the phone, call your doctor's office, let them know, hey, I've got this life insurance application hanging in the balance. Could you please process that request? It's that simple. Second, you can shoot an email directly to their records department. Third, and this is a game changer, check if your doctor has a patient portal. A lot of them do now. You might be able to just log in, download your records yourself, and fire them off. And hey, for our veterans out there, you can often go online and request your VA or DoD records directly. Super helpful. Now, taking these little steps might not seem like a big deal, but trust me, the payoff for being proactive is massive. Let's break down exactly why your help matters so much. It's really just a simple equation. The second that underwriting team gets your complete medical records, they can finally get to work. The waiting is officially over. Your file goes from pending to active, and it's on its way to getting a decision. Which brings us right to this. As soon as that underwriting is done and you get an offer, your health rating and your premium price are locked in. And that is so important because it protects you from any health issues that might pop up during a really long delay. So, to wrap it all up, the benefits of you getting involved are huge. You can literally turn what could be a months-long drag into a quick approval. You get to lock in your rate before anything changes with your health. And at the end of the day, you're making sure you get the absolute best outcome for the coverage you need. You're not just waiting around anymore, you're back in the driver's seat.
So the next time you find yourself stuck waiting on an application, don't just sit there and wait. Remember that one simple, polite phone call from you might just be the thing that gets the whole process unstuck and moving right across the finish line.